Hello everybody and welcome back. Today in Heroes of the Storm we are going to be playing a character that I have not played in a very long time but used to have a very affectionate relationship with. So this is Valeera. Today's team comps are going to be Valeera, Ragnaros, Whitemane, Tassadar, and Abathur versus Butcher, Illidan, Zul'jin, Ana, and Mephisto. My name is Windback, and I really don't know what happened this game. So, anyway, Valeera, in case you've never seen her before, you don't have any idea what she's about, she is a stealth assassin who has to activate her stealth with her D key, which is called Vanish. It's an 8-second cooldown. When you do it, you're going to go invisible, and after so long of being invisible, you get the ability to teleport with one of your openers. Now, what are openers? Openers are going to be this set of abilities here, and they are only available to you when you are invisible, when you're vanished. You have Ambush, which is your Q, which is going to be armor reduction on the target that you jump to. I think it's only 10. You've got Cheap Shot, which is going to be, I think, a 0.5 second stun, 0.75 second stun, just a little bit longer than I thought. And it is going to blind the target after you've stunned them. Got him. Perfect. And I live. Oh my god. All the claps in the world, all the applause for that Whitemane. Thank God I have a healer on my team, because I wouldn't have been able to tank all that without her. And then our third ability is going to be Garrote. Garrote is a damage over time ability that is also going to silence for its duration, and it's fucking nutty. Oh my god. Nope, still not gonna happen. Yeah, so that'll do it for our openers. Our other abilities here, our normal abilities, are going to be Sinister Strike. That is our Q. It is a straight line dash. It's very short. Well, no, it doesn't start short, but we're going to take talents to make it shorter. But it is going to dash Valeera forward, do some damage. You're seeing that's how we just stick to Ana right there. So we're going to dash forward, we're going to do some damage. If we hit a hero with it, we're going to reduce the cooldown to 1 second from 5 seconds, which is insanely cool. Our W is called Blade Flurry. This is very simple. It is just an AoE damage around Valeera. It is not going to be a very commonly used ability, unless you're trying to wave clear. Bye, Mephisto. Or finish off a kill and you don't have any other available abilities. You know, that works too. Our E is called Eviscerate. Eviscerate is going to be a single targeted nuke, and the only special thing about this ability is that it is going to require you have, over on the left side of the screen here, your combo points are going to dictate the damage that you do with this ability. So, using 1, only 103, 2, 207, 3, 310. So, you get 100 damage per point. How do you get points? You get points by hitting people with abilities. Your openers are going to give you 1. Your normal abilities are also going to give you 1. But there are talents that you can take that will, later on in the game, give you multiple points per abilities hit. So we'll talk about the build. Yeah, I think now is a good time. We went over all the abilities, right? Boom! Nailed it. Got it. So the build that I am taking with Valeera is the most consistent one I find. Valeera has gone through quite a few iterations, not necessarily from the dev team changing her kit, but from the community playing her and figuring out what works best. She's always been considered a character that, oh my god, Whitemane, like, you are my MVP. I love you. Thank you. She's always been considered one of the bad assassins. And when I say bad, I mean people will literally say, oh, don't pick Valeera, she doesn't do anything, she's not going to be good. Recently, though, more often than not, when you see Valeera picked, at least in high-level games, she is extremely good at shutting down specific carries and just flat out killing people who are standing in the wrong place, who are, you know, just not with their team when they should be. So, I think since Valeera hasn't changed, at least as recently as I can remember, she is, I think she's all based on perception. And a lot of people's ability to play her comes in the form of, oh my god, please? No? Okay, thank you. Look at that, my Rag and my White Mane coming to save my ass. How many kills do we have at this point? 6! We have 6 kills before the 5-minute mark. That is absolutely fucking insane to my brain. But that is what this character does. Oh, Butcher. Oh, Butcher. What are you doing, buddy? You don't come in from that direction and assume that you're going to walk away. Oof. But anyway, Valeera herself, I think, is a very, very, very strong character. I don't think she's going to carry games by any means. She's going to get kills, and they're going to be up to you to decide where those kills are going to be most effective. So in the early game, when we can shut down people like Zul'jin and Butcher, stop them from getting stacks, obviously we're going to have a much happier late game, and we're going to open up a lot of objective pressure as well, because we should be able to get that with a man advantage on this team specifically. But in your game, it may be different. You may be on Sky Temple, you may want to stop rotations, you may be on Dragonshire and you need to, you know, keep someone off a point or stop a camp from being taken. There's lots of different things that you have to do with Valeera. One of the things that you probably don't want to do is clear waves, like any stealth assassin that isn't Samuro, you know? I guess Zeratul. Zeratul is just clearing waves until 16. Wow, they really wanted to get me out of stealth there, huh? Oof! But anyway, let's talk about the build, since we've gone over. Wow, that's a fucking shitload of mines. It is full mine. He went full meme on this, and he's just gonna hat me on top of. And the monster. Okay, it's fine. Whatever. It's if someone's dealing with the monstrosity at all times, that means my job is going to be easier. And I'm going to have much more fun killing people, because they should always be paying attention to something else. Let's check on that kill counter. 9 kills before 10 minutes. The enemy team is basically just handing us this win, it looks like. But the build that I'm using, the most consistent build, again, that I believe is going to be Crippling Poison at 1. This is going to make your abilities slow for 20% for 4 seconds, which is going to make landing your Q, your Sinister Strike Q, much easier. And being that that is the brunt of your damage, it's going to be better to have that up all times. And hittable. Alright, Illidan can't reduce his cooldowns if he's blinded, but he's just going to zip away. Probably should have silenced him. I thought he was going to try to fight us, and then he didn't. Oh my god, that White Mane healing. Going in for the blind on Butcher. He's going to try to get away. I don't want to let him, but I think I have to. And the Abathur monstrosity comes in to take him out. Illidan goes down on the bottom side as well. What a fantastic team fight. Let me tell you something. White Mane keeping everybody alive there is actually very important for what we did. Oh, I want to go in. I do. But 30% of my health isn't very good. Valeera is a hefty girl. She's got a big health bar compared to most assassins, so don't be afraid to go in there and spend a little health to do a little damage. It is okay to trade with this character. But once you blow all your cooldowns, you got nothing left, so get out. Back to the build, though. Sinister Strikes is what we're going to upgrade at 4 with Relentless Strikes, which is going to reduce the energy cost of our Q by 15. Being that it is already at 30, we're reducing it by 50%. And our energy bar is static 100 all the time, no matter what. Unless we take the talent to increase that, which is kind of shitty. But using only 15 mana, or energy, out of 100, as you can see, is very... Oh no! Please, stop. My healer, she missed her ult on me, but she's still healing me because she's awesome. Nailed it. Perfect. Everything's going great. Everything is exactly the way that I want it to be. I am juking and jiving in and out of these team fights with my openers, trying to make sure that I can peel some of the characters that are just diving in. Like I said earlier, our cheap shot is going to blind people. So when Illidan or Butcher or even Zul'jin try to go in on Whitemane, I can blind them and make it completely impossible for them to do anything to that character, which is, I mean, let's just be honest, it's fantastic. I don't think the enemy team is going to keep trying. They can't, right? They're too low. They don't have Zul'jin. There's no way they even attempt. So we should have this objective wrapped up. The lava wave coming through top. Rag is going to keep pushing out. Looks like he's going for camps. That's fine. Whatever. Objective is going to go barreling down the top lane, and we're probably going to make some more building damage happen. But our level 7 talent is going to be Mutilate, and what this does is going to deal 125% additional damage on our Q. Now, 198, so that's about 200 damage. We're going to increase that to about 450-ish damage. Pretty fucking insane, I know. But it is going to reduce the range of the ability significantly. I think it's like half. As you can see, like my little short hops there, those are pretty point blank kind of range. So if we miss, we're fucked. But if we're hitting them, we're doing insane amounts of damage with just our Q, which has only got 15 energy and a 1-second cooldown as long as we hit stuff. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of time to actually run there. I'm cloaked running here, so I think my move speed is less than mounted. No, it's mounted. Mephisto cheating the 1 versus 1, but it's okay because we were coming down to cheat the 1 versus 1 as well. We've got the camp. We'll take it. We're 16 to 14 right now. Nothing really to worry about. He knows he needs to leave. Mephisto doesn't know he needs to leave, though. Oh, boy. Just putting out the damage. I don't know that the enemy team really understands that they can't fight me. But they can continue to try it. I'm just going to block the Butcher charge. Eat the Lamb to the Slaughter instead. I've been cleansed. Thank God for this Whitemane. And then Butcher's just going to eat and eviscerate right after that. I cannot tell you how much fun this game was while I was playing it. Because everybody knew I was there to kill people. And that's all I was really having to do the entire time. This is fantastic. I think he's going to die. No, he's not. Damn. I thought for sure that lava wave was going to catch him by the toes. At level 10, I did pick up Cloak of Shadows because of the huge amounts of ability power and CC that I want to shake off with this character. So Illidan has Hunt. Butcher has Charge. Mephisto has his Consume Souls ult. If he had taken the... what's the other one? The good one. Durance of Hate, I would have been able to shrug that off as well. I am not ever going to be able to see a Sleep Dart coming in to block, so... I mean, that's a thing. But there's a lot of stuff on this team that I can get out of with Cloak of Shadows. Not that Smoke Bomb isn't good. I think Smoke Bomb's amazing as well, but for different reasons. So, they both kind of do the same thing, but not really. It's up to you. It's up to you. It's all preference, I think. And then depending on what you're playing into, one might make more sense than the other. At 13, I took Death from Above, not necessarily because I think it's the best talent, but because nothing else on the tier seemed any good to me. Reducing spell power by 40% is probably a good idea, especially into Mephisto. Just gonna block. Okay, we blocked the charge, but we ate the Mephisto ult, so we're gonna take the damage, which is a little bit bad, but who cares? Yeah. Teleporting with Ambush reduces the cooldown of Vanish by 4 seconds. So if we open up with our Q, our cooldown for our For our trait, Vanish is going to be reduced by 50%. Which isn't necessarily terrible. I didn't want him to Tasningo there, so I used the Garrote on him to silence him to make sure that he couldn't use it. So, that is a decision that you get to make with Valeera if you are in the position that you need to kill somebody, and you know specifically something that's going to keep them alive. You usually have the ability to turn that off. Whether it is reducing their armor, whether it's turning off their abilities, blinding them. There's lots of things that you can do with Valeera to make sure that you kill your target, and they're all very easy to figure out. After you've played Valeera quite a while, so maybe disclaimer. Don't just push all your buttons and hope that someone dies. At level 16, we are going to pick up Seal Fate. Sinister Strikes deals 50% additional damage, which is on top of the 125% damage that we're already doing with Mutilate. And we are going to generate an additional combo point when used against Silenced, Rooted, or Stunned? Is it stunned or slowed? Hello? Stunned. So, if we open up with either Garrote or Cheap Shot, we are going to get 2 combo points on our own. He almost got yoinked in there. Butcher's going to get punched out by the fucking Punisher, though, so no big deal that Zul'jin got away. Yeah, but anyway, fuck. The Sinister Strikes giving you 2 combo points now is huge, because that means that you have more opportunity to use Eviscerate, which is going to be, like I said, huge damage. It's going to do 559 damage with 3 points at this level, which is my health bar is 4,600. It's almost 10%. Or that's over 10%. Yeah, over 10% of my health bar with just our Eviscerate, which is fucking insane. Just making sure in my head that I did the math right. I'm pretty sure, yeah, because 500 is 10% of 5,000. Yeah. Totally, I know what I'm doing. And then at 20, we're going to take Elusiveness, not because it was, I don't know. I think I took it just for the move speed, because I can essentially never mount again, or I never have to mount again, because the amount of move speed that I'm getting from Vanish, slept me. What a bummer. Probably could have chunked him for about half his health bar there if I wasn't sleeping on the job. But Elusiveness with the move speed is going to make us just as fast, if not faster, than mounted speed. And it's the best way to travel as Valeera. You've always got your openers up. You're always going to be able to move between lanes with relative ease. If anybody is hanging out in the middle of nowhere, you can run up on them and then just have your way with them. Oh, Anna hanging out in the back all by herself. We're not going to let her do any healing. Come on. There it is. There you can see that Eviscerate with only 1 point is just not going to be the hotness. Oh my. I need my white mane to live. So, I've got my Vanish up. Let's get the Butcher kill as well. Keep going in here. Missing McHugh. Hitting our Unstoppable to make sure that nothing can kill us from Fisto. And now, we're going to miss another Q. But Abathur Hat's on us, so there's nothing that he can do to get away. Abathur Hatted Valeera is one of the stupidest combinations in the entire game. BTW, and I think it's better than Illidan and Abathur. I have a controversial opinion, right? Illidan's the only one alive. I don't know if he can necessarily stop us from ending the game at this point, so okay, we're gonna stop ourselves from ending the game. It's fine. We don't need to. There's only one person left on the enemy team. Who needs it? We want to keep killing people anyway. Let's take a look at that kill count. 16-0. I'm averaging about 1 kill per minute. Just about 1 kill per minute. It's pretty fucking nuts. I don't have any more build stuff to go over with you. I mean, that's it. It's just going to be Crippling Poison, Relentless Strikes, Mutilate, Cloak of Shadows, Death from Above, Seal Fate, and Elusiveness. At 20, the upgrades for your ults are pretty good. Rupture is also very, very good. I would just say make the decision based on what you want. If you want to move faster, boom, Elusiveness. If you want to do some more damage in your opening, take Rupture. If you want to have more Unstoppable, take Enveloping Shadows. This is me changing music. There's a couple times in this game where the song changed and I didn't want it to change, so I had to go back and deal with that. But Punisher is barreling down the bottom lane here on this bottom keep, and the enemy team trying to defend it. Not super sure why. They have 20s. I guess it's all that they have left to do, and Mephisto's just going to eat our boss. Like, Anna's going to eat my knives, and looks like Zul'jin, I blinded him. I should have silenced him. But Butcher's blinded as well. Illidan diving back into the lava wave. Honestly, I don't really know how they could have won there. Even with 20 to 20, their Butcher never got stacked. Only 48. Ugh. Zul'jin did get stacked, but never completed Headhunter. He also took Forest Medicine at 1. Or at 20. So everything about their team was just completely non-scary, and we got to run the fuck over them from minute 1. Not only because Valeera is just going to bully the living shit out of all of them, but because we had the Avatar hat, we had basically every counter in our tool belt for everything that they could possibly do to stop us, and they were just very, very, very bad at getting counter kills on top of everything that we were picking off of them. So, I mean, what are you gonna do, right? 6 votes. I don't usually get that many, but I guess I just played the greatest Valeera game of my life. So, here is the talent build one more time in case you need it. Take a screenshot for it. Let's see. 18 and 0. Didn't do the most damage. Did 4th most damage in the game, but I made the damage count when I needed people to die. Oh my god. What's 18 plus 16? 16 and 16 is 32? 34. I participated in every kill but 2, which is nuts. Also, Whitemane, holy shit, holding it down so hard, keeping me alive in so many positions. It was fucking ridiculous. This person is the real MVP. Oh, man. Anyway, thanks for watching. I know that was probably a longer one, but hopefully you enjoyed it. I am going to be playing more Melee Assassins in the near future because I want to get used to the kind of high-pressure play that they are all about, and kind of honing my ability to do well with most of them. I'll never play Samuro because fuck that cancer character, but everybody else I really enjoy in the Melee Assassin category. So Valeera's gonna kind of kick that off with Maiev, and we'll see who's up next. Probably another Kira video, to be honest, because I really like the way that I'm getting into that character again. But thanks so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe your heart out, and I will be back tomorrow with some more of the updated tank changes. See what we can do about maybe some Garrosh play, and rip it. Rip it hard. Peace out.